here, they turn in front of the bleachers, process in, and then they go down the center and go to their aisles that way. So they zigzag in and then go into their from there.
So I'm gonna time it up so that when because I don't want to get in front of you and the band, right?
Yeah. If you want to, you could probably head back to the music wing, grab one of the racks of chairs in the theater, just set them up like right there.
Okay. In the theater, you said?
They're all in the theater and stage left. We all moved them in. I would think that would be okay. Just be careful that you're not blocking any entrances.
Test.
Woodwinds. Yeah, good adjustment over here. Remember, repeat. Tell your neighbor, this is not the signal. Sight check, can you see okay? Isaac, see okay?
No, I can't.
I'll go way up here. Go up and left.
I'd be able to probably fight this close to I can't see it.
It was at 7%. Not even how long ago did it just die?
First note is big. It's a declaration. Big first sound together with articulation, pitch, and sound.
You may all be seated. Good evening, families, friends, school staff, and most importantly, graduates. Today marks both an ending and a beginning. It's the closing chapter of one story and the first page of the next in your life journey. While we've spent years preparing for this moment, it still feels a little unreal, like we're standing on the edge of something vast and unknown. That's why I would like to borrow a line from the recent movie Project Hail Mary, where a character expresses wonder in the simplest but most powerful way. Amaze, amaze, amaze. That phrase captures something important about this moment. Graduation isn't just about looking back at what we've accomplished. It's about stepping forward with curiosity, courage, and a sense of awe. We've all taken different paths to get here. Some of us have found our passions early, and others are still searching. Some of us succeeded easily, others struggled and pushed through challenges that no one else could see. But all of us showed up, all of us grew, and all of us have something unique to offer the world. The truth is, none of us really know exactly what comes next, and that's okay. In fact, that uncertainty is where possibility lives. Like explorers, scientists, artists, and dreamers, we move forward not because we have all the answers, but because we're willing to ask the questions. So as we prepare to leave this place, I hope we carry that mindset with us. Be curious. Be brave enough to try, to fail, and to try again. Be kind to others and to yourselves. And when life surprises you, and it will, take a moment to pause and recognize the wonder in it. Amaze, amaze, amaze. Let that be more than just a quote. Let it be a way of seeing the world. A reminder that even in uncertainty, there is discovery. Even in challenges, there is growth. And even in ordinary moments, there is something extraordinary waiting to be noticed. Graduates, this is your moment, not because everything is figured out, but because everything is still possible. Welcome, and congratulations to the class of 2026. Your journey is just beginning, and I, for one, can't wait to see how you amaze the world.
Good evening, graduates. First, I'd like to start by congratulating all of you for making it here today, this day that we thought would never come. It certainly was not easy. And with that, I want you all to think of those people that helped you get to where you're sitting today. Parents, siblings, friends, teachers, counselors, and more. All of this would not be possible without them. I would especially like to take this time to thank Mr. Nick Mason, my band teacher, and Miss Brooklyn Bruner, my theater director, for giving me a space to be myself, grow as a student, and find time to play. I owe a lot of my joy to high school to you. When thinking about what I wanted to write today, I'm not gonna lie to you, I struggled a little bit. For the last 3 years, I've been sitting in the back of this very auditorium with my saxophone and watching so many of my upperclassmen, so many of my friends graduate and give speeches. And I thought to myself, how on earth could I or would I write something like that? So I did what any normal student my age would do. I ChatGPT'd it. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I know that that's an issue in my teacher's face, so I thought I would just throw that in there. No, all jokes aside, I did struggle and panic about what I wanted to write, so yes, I did Google a few tips. No famous quotes, don't make it about yourself, don't be cliche, don't do this and this and this. And frankly, I was overwhelmed. I mean, this speech is supposed to inspire and congratulate and just remind all of us of what we've accomplished these last 4 years. How was I supposed to put all of that into one speech? Like my mom always told me, I was never very good at giving a summary. I always added the fine details. And that's when it hit me, the fine details. I want you all to sit and try to think of an assignment that made you frustrated, or the little whispers and laughs that you shared with your friends at the table in class, or the time that somebody cut you off in the lunch line, or going up 2 flights of stairs so that you wouldn't be late for class. For the last 4 years, teachers and advisors have always asked us to think about what's coming next. What are your plans after high school? What's the big picture? We've been so focused on this moment right here that we let all the little fine details pass us by. But I don't bring that up to make you sad. No, I bring it up because those are the moments that you're going to remember when you talk with your friends down the road and make you laugh and force you to enjoy those fine details right now. So look around. I know, I hate to be cliche, but just look around. Parents, you can do this too. Just look around at these people who have given you your fine details, who have made these details so fine. These are the people who have made your high school experience, who have given you these fine details. Give them your love, give them your gratitude, and give them your thanks. And thank yourself for getting yourself here today, for being your finest detail of all. This class has left its mark here, and it will stay for many years to come, so be very proud of yourself. As I leave this stage today, I encourage you to slow down and focus on those fine details. We don't always have to be looking at the big picture or what's coming next. Just enjoy the time that you have right now. Thank you.
Until we meet again, may God A couple of weeks ago, some friends and I were playing hacky sack in the hallway. It got kicked to me, I tried to kick it back, and, go figure, ended up flat on my back. I'd like to say that was a pretty rare moment for me, a one-time mishap in an otherwise athletically successful high school career. But unfortunately, I'm not sure if that's the case. But I think for me and a number of other people in this room right now, that image paints a pretty clear picture of how high school has gone. Not perfectly put together, not graceful by any means. Just figuring it out day by day, falling down occasionally, but getting back up and moving forward. But what made that moment stand out wasn't the fall. It was the realization that these moments are fleeting. One of my favorite parts of high school hasn't been sports, definitely not academics, but spending time with the people I spent the last 13 years getting to know. And in that moment, I realized that those times have nearly come to an end. I've always imagined graduation as some sort of imaginary finish line, a gateway to real life. We'll finish things up, it'll all wrap up neatly, and we'll walk out completely different people. But instead, it's felt more like a bunch of small moments that don't really announce themselves. A last practice, a final game or performance, or even just heading out of school for the last time. And now we're here. Not really who we were freshman year, but not fully who we're going to be either. And if I'm being honest, I don't feel super ready for what's to come next. But maybe that's the point. Because if high school has taught us anything, it's not how to be perfect. It's how to persevere even when things don't go exactly to plan. It's learning how to get back up, even if it's after falling down in the middle of the hallway in front of everyone. So I would say, rather than being at a point of completion, we're at an in between who we were and who we're becoming, in between what we know and what we're about to figure out. And I don't think that's something to be feared. If the future seems a little unclear right now, that's okay, because we've already spent 4 years learning how to move forward without having everything perfectly figured out. And if we can do that, I think we'll be just fine. Thank you.
Good evening to our families, friends, teachers, and my fellow graduates. Standing here tonight, it's kind of hard to believe that this moment is for real. For years, graduation felt like something far off, something we'd get to someday. And now, here we are, together, at the finish line of one chapter and the starting line of the next. When I think about the past 4 years, what stands out most is gratitude. First, to our teachers. You've done so much more than teach us what was in the textbooks. You showed up for us every day, early mornings, long afternoons, and everything in between. You answered questions that didn't always make sense, graded assignments we probably turned in at the last minute, and somehow still believed in us even when we didn't believe in ourselves. You pushed us to think harder, try again, and grow into the people we are today. Whether it was staying after school to help, giving advice when we needed it, or just being somebody to talk to, you made a difference. And we might not have said it enough, but thank you. To our parents and families, there's no way we could have been here without you. You've supported us through everything. You've driven us to practices, games, concerts, and events. You've sat through long nights of homework, stressful mornings, and probably a few arguments along the way. You've celebrated our wins and helped us through our losses. Even when we didn't always show it, we noticed. And we're grateful for every sacrifice, every encouraging word, and every moment you stood by us. And to my fellow graduates, this is our celebration, our graduation, and this is really about us. While we are grateful for our teachers, parents, and families, we should also be grateful for each other, the camaraderie we share and have worked hard to grow, connecting us as Alexandria Cardinals. We've been through a lot together, state championships, and heartbreaking losses. These can be seen as symbols of our everyday life together as we've grown up and show every day. Our resilience and grit are outcomes of the grind of junior year, college American and chemistry, balancing activities, jobs, and the stresses of everyday life. You guys, we made it through that. And in between all of that, we made memories that will carry forever. Friday night lights, packed gyms, bus rides, spotlight stage moments, and memories in the locker room or hallways that somehow became the best parts of our days. The laughs in class when we were supposed to be serious, the group chats, the inside jokes, the last minute studying for tests, the dances, the games, all of it. These are the moments that shaped us. What makes tonight special isn't that we're just graduating. It's that we're doing it all here together. The people sitting next to you are the same ones who've been a part of your story, whether we just met or we've walked alongside each other for the past 18 years. And even though we're all heading in different directions, there's something about the shared experience that we'll always have. As we move forward, it's easy to focus on what's next, the plans, the goals, the future, but tonight is a moment to pause and appreciate how far we've come and the people who helped us get here. So let's carry that with us, not just tonight, but into everything we do next. To the class of 2026, thank you for the memories, the laughs, and the journey. And to everyone who helped us along the way, thank you for being part of our story. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Took my love and I took it down. Climbed a mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can a child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I build my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I build my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Oh, I'm getting older too. Take my love and take it down. Climb a mountain and I turn around. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide will bring it down. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide will bring it down. Oh, the landslide will bring it down.
At this time, I would like to recognize our graduates who have enlisted into the military. I'm going to ask each graduate that I announce to stand up, and I'll ask the audience to wait to do your applause till the end here. So, Donovan Bartoni, Marine Corps. Zachary Brzezina, Army National Guard. Jesse Fitzgerald, Marine Corps. Matthew Gira, Army National Guard. Aiden Johnson, Army National Guard. Hunter Miller, Army National Guard. Owen Ellert, Army National Guard. Brianna Olson, Army National Guard. Justin Selk, Marine Corps. And Troy Shattuck, Army National Guard. You may do the applause now. So thank you in advance for your service. I'd also like to say thank you to anybody in the audience that is currently serving or has served our country. Thank you again.
I tried. Oh, graduates, what an exciting moment for you. I'll be honest, my favorite part of this day is that half hour that we get to spend all together over in the auxiliary gym. I just like walking around and just like mingling with you. There's just always just like this crazy, excited energy that you guys have when you're over in that gym. And maybe part of it is because you're just like really excited to be here and you're excited to graduate. Or maybe it's more just like you're really excited to just be out of here. I don't know. But this day is always crazy. And I don't know how much of a rush you have been in throughout this day, but I do want you to take this moment right now, very similar to what Markel said, and slow down, breathe. I also want you to take a look around this gym. We are all here for you to celebrate the accomplishments and everything you've done over the last 13 years. In fact, if you have not got the opportunity already, what I want you to do is I want you to find the person in this audience who is here specifically for you, and I literally want you to wave, give them a shout out, find that person. Take a moment. Find that person. All right, yeah, okay. This is the part of class where I really try to reel everyone back in. Okay, thank you. All right, good. That was fun. We're doing good. For those of you who I've never met, my name is Jordan Sherber, and I've been a teacher here at Alexandria Area High School for the past 12 years. And as I mentioned before, graduates, I'm proud of you for getting to this moment. When I try to describe this class to other people, the first word that always comes to mind is fun, believe it or not. You all knew how to take a seemingly boring situation and turn it into a good time. You have accomplished so much and have left a legacy at this school that will be hard to replicate. The positive and relational energy that you brought to the halls every day was contagious. Even I, as you saw, couldn't help myself from jumping into the continuous hacky sack games that were happening throughout the last month of the school year. And yes, people, hacky sack is back, all right? Our dads in here are just like chomping at the bit to be like, oh, I know about that. Like, I'm gonna do really good, right? What I'm saying is, you'll be missed. When I was asked to stand in front of you today, I also, kind of like Markel said, I was nervous. I've spoken at graduation before, but this class has meant a lot to me, and I wanted to give a really big, powerful speech, something that would be really memorable. Those of you who have had me as a teacher know that I love trying to offer pieces of advice to you, and it's not that I'm gushing with any kind of like special wisdom. I just remember what it was like to be in high school, and I've always wanted to do whatever I can to help prepare you for your next step. I've had so many amazing conversations with you. Wow, all of a sudden I got emotional. This was easier when it was to a wall. I've had so many amazing conversations with so many of you over the last 4 years. And as I was reflecting on these conversations,
I realized that this speech is probably not what you will remember most about me or this school. In fact, I hope it's not. It'll likely be the everyday, ordinary conversations and interactions that you had. When it comes to me, you'll probably remember how I treated you when you walked into my classroom, whether or not I called you by name, if I was patient with you when you were having a bad day, or whether I worked hard and taught with passion and enthusiasm, or if I just went through the motions. I hope this is what you'll remember most about me. And the same is true for this high school. Yes, graduation is a huge milestone, and I don't want to diminish this day. However, 10 years from now, when you think about high school, it probably won't be this ceremony. Unless, like Emily, that was really, really good. Like, I'll probably remember that. That was awesome. But you'll probably remember the seemingly meaningless interactions you had with people in this building. Things like watching Mr. Shikutsky tear it up on the dance floor at Midwinter, right? That was great. Or sitting around at the lunch table talking about how you miss the old ranch dressing, right? And hot take, I think the new ranch is better, okay? Or maybe you'll just remember goofy things like when you wore camo to school and someone told you to put a shirt on. I'm not sure what it'll be. Ultimately, you'll remember how people here made you feel. The reality is the greatest impact you'll make on this world will not be measured in the extraordinary things that you do, but in the ordinary. Now, I don't want you to mishear me. Pursuing excellence is a good thing. I know that many of you are going to go on and do great, extraordinary things, and I can't wait to see it. But the point I'm trying to make is that the greatest impact that you will make in the lives of those around you will more than likely be felt in the everyday, ordinary things that you do. It'll be measured in the kindness you show to the random barista when you're ordering your coffee, the patience that you show to someone when they're being difficult, the empathy you show to someone who is in need, how hard you work at your job when you feel like no one is watching or appreciating you. Your impact will be measured by how you choose to show up for your family, being present and loving for them day in and day out. It's in these seemingly ordinary moments that you will change the lives of people around you. So as you take your next step and pursue all your big dreams and goals, don't gloss over what appear to be meaningless steps in your journey. It's kind of like dropping a frog into a pot of water on your stove, which I know seems kind of weird that I'm bringing this up, but please hang with me, this is morbid. But this is more of a theory, I don't want anyone to test this. The theory is, if you drop a frog into boiling water, it will instantly try to jump out and save itself. It will sense the danger of what is happening to it and change course. However, if you drop the frog into cool water and slowly heat it up, the change that's happening to it will be so subtle that by the time it realizes what's happening, it'll be too late. The same is true for us. We don't have the luxury of looking into a magic mirror and seeing what our lives will be like 10 years from now. If some of us did, we would be just like the boiling frog and maybe we'd freak out, thinking to ourselves, no way, that will not be me. I'll never let myself look like that. I'll never be working that job. I'll never be in a relationship with that person. I'll never be living that life. The truth is, who we become is much more like the frog in cool water. We change little by little every day based on the choices that we make, until one day we wake up and we've become someone else. And believe me, the question is not, will you be different? It's, will you be a better or worse version of who you are right now? So don't be like the cool water frog and just go through the motions, not realizing who you are becoming. Pause and reflect. Just because something feels ordinary doesn't mean that it doesn't matter. Take advantage of the opportunities right in front of you. If you're leaving here today and you're getting more schooling or training in some way, study hard. Ask questions. Acquire the knowledge and skills that you need to perform your future career with excellence. If you are entering the workforce, work hard. Do your job with diligence and integrity. And as we saw, if you're entering the military, we're proud of you. Serve with honor and selflessness. If you're taking a gap year or doing anything else that I'm forgetting, be purposeful with your time. Discover what you are being called to do and take those steps. Above all else, love and care for the people right in front of you. And don't think for a second that if you're not the CEO of a company or curing cancer or inventing the next great thing, that you're not making a difference. You matter more to this world than you realize. Yes, you will do extraordinary things, but in your pursuit of them, don't forget to take a moment, slow down, and breathe. I say this with the utmost confidence and sincerity. All of you are going to make a huge impact on this world. You've already left a huge mark on this school, and I know I speak for this entire gym when I say thank you. We are so proud of you. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Superintendent Sandstead, members of the school board, I hereby certify that the students before you have met the graduation requirements established by Alexandria Public Schools and the state of Minnesota.
Members of the Board of Education and the Alexandria Public Schools community, I am pleased to present the Alexandria Area High School class of 2026.
Brody Ray Adelman.
Geo Lane.
Jamie Marie Aldis.
Madeline Ruby Langendorfer.
Kaylin Keith Amborn.
Ashley Marie Lannis.
Isaiah Joshua Anderson.
Araya K. Larson.
Travis Ronald Anderson.
Carter Lee Larson.
Yaziel Manuel Aponte Diaz.
Sawyer Ryan Larson.
Jake Ryan Arvidson.
Connor Robert Loston.
Madeline May Augustin.
Madison Marie Lee.
Brian Yadiel Bachelor Correa.
Ainsley Renee Lehman.
Sydney Bernice Backlund.
Ryder Gregory Lenars.
Celia Grace Baki.
Dwayne Wallace Linder.
Lucas Alfredo Bacher.
Carson Cole Lino.
Parker Ann Barrow Frederick.
Jacob Michael Lewine.
Ava Mae Barton.
Nolan Ray Lucy.
Donovan Nicholas Bartoni.
Ashley Annetta Lubin.
Brendan Christopher Behrens.
Carly Elizabeth Lewick.
Aaliyah Bree Bendixson.
Gage Stephen Makala.
Tobias Lee Benton.
Piper Elizabeth Mayland.
Allison K. Bentrup.
Jackson Paul Martinick.
Brody Michael Berg.
Dominic Daniel Moss.
Lila Marlene Bergs Edmond.
Ella Christine May.
Jackson Paul Bertram.
Andrew Michael Mayer.
Lauren Christine Byer.
Nicholas Robert McKay.
Aaron James Bierkis.
Brooklyn Ray McPhail.
Tanner Ryan Bjork.
Ethan Michael Melgren.
Mia Pereira Black.
Reed Matthew Melgren.
Caden Ryan Blakesley.
Joel Mendez Diaz.
Allison Marie Bow.
Brett John Meyer.
Rowan Kenna Basil.
Holly Jane Meyer.
Charles David Bomey.
Kada Don Meyer.
Kate Cherie Boyden.
Victoria Marie Lynn Myers.
Mercedes Nevea Bravo Hess.
Anthony James Miles.
Miles David Brightsman.
Aubrey Grace Miller.
Alexander Kenneth Brazina.
Hunter Michael Miller.
Damian Piper Brazina.
Elizabeth Rose Mills.
Zachary Lee Brazina.
Julian McKee Montalvo.
Gavin Ray Briggs.
Jack Andrew Morissette.
Christian Isaiah Brinkman.
Isabella Jolie Nye.
Lucas Lee Brovold.
Reed Ryan Knightsky.
Scotland Breyer Brown.
Haley Seaver Ness.
Sullivan Tucker Brown.
Addison Arthur Newman.
Kelsey Lynn Brugman.
Wyatt Edward Nickel.
Brendan Joseph Bryce.
Hudson Garrett Nyberg.
Miles Christopher Bryce.
Miguel Ochoa Barahona.
Madeline Marie Buck.
Owen John Olert.
KJ James Pierre Bittner.
Brianna Adeline Olson.
Cora Elizabeth Baumgartner.
Carter Douglas Olson.
Markel Elizabeth Berginger.
Carson Michael O'Neill Lehigh.
Deegan Kane Burns.
McKenna Christine Ostendorf.
Brody Thomas Boos.
Brooklyn K. Paffrath.
Aiden Matthew Button.
Everest Don Paris.
Natalia Shaylee Cantwell.
Autumn Sue Pasternak.
Ethan Paul Carlson.
Cole Matthew Pedersen.
Harley Grace Shermock.
Maya Lorraine Perry.
Addison Jane Klein.
Colton Joshua Persons.
Luke Stephen Christensen.
Blair Lillian Peary.
Logan Fisher Clausen.
Emma Lynn Pepping.
Jackson Brody Clark.
Lily Ann Porter.
Braden Hollis Cox.
Jadalyn Jean Pasefny.
Ellie Karen Cronquist.
Caitlin Rose Powers.
JC Cora Kraus.
Bronson Michael Prescott.
Grace Elizabeth Krauser.
Julian Alexander Ramos.
Lars Christian Dahl.
Isabel Jasmine Zacharias Rangel.
Finnegan Curtis Dahlside.
Gabriella Grace Rassett.
Caitlin Grace Dalsing.
Dylan Paul Raths.
Luke Thomas Day.
Maddox Davis Rested.
Gage Stephen DeBleek.
Nina Claire Wren.
Jackson James Dillon.
Ethan John Richmond.
Riley Ann Donovan.
Cadence Ann Reel.
Jackson David Drum.
Olivia Margaret Roberge.
Jackson Clay Dutcher.
Halo Reese Robinson.
Lillian Claire Dutton.
Gavin Ryan Roderick.
Valentino Gail Edwards.
Eric Michael Rodewald.
Libby K. Ellert.
Francisco Leonel Rodriguez.
Brady Lee Emter.
Alexa Camila Rojas Icard.
Drew Leon Englund.
Sam Jeffrey Rowland.
Madison Ann Erickson.
Sullivan Tate Rooney.
Finley Sage Erickson Selman.
Logan James Rosengren.
Macy Joe Fernholz.
Jake Michael Rounds.
Nolan Allen Fettig.
Anaisa Natalia Ruda Richardson.
Jack Matthew Finley.
Carter James Rush.
Jesse David Fitzgerald.
Bryce Bradley Rustman.
Haley Ann Fredericks.
Kylie Ray Sagadal.
Sierra Jean Fredericks.
Samuel Walker Savig.
Berkeley McKay Ganji.
McKenna Irene Sayer.
Sean Brady Gebhard.
Quinlan Elizabeth Sayer.
Isabel Lucille Gearhart.
Cicely Callista Shallow.
Landon Timothy Guess Norling.
Abigail Rose Scheller.
Ethan John Geezy.
Ethan Allen Schlungen.
Matthew Paul Gira.
Grace Elizabeth Schlegel.
Carson Timothy Getch.
Hunter Allen Schlosser.
Lauren Emily Getch.
Brady Donald Schluter.
Rhett Elliott Granning.
Gavin James Schmidt.
Miles Robert Gray.
Molly K. Schmidt.
Jaden Amari Grego.
Sean Gabriel Schmidt.
Samara Diane Gretsch.
Rylan Isabella Schmitz.
Brady Lee Gunberg.
Aiden James Schneiderhan.
Lucy Alice Gustafson.
Gavin Dale Schoenrock.
Liliana Doris Gilsine.
Eiley Ada Schultz.
Jenna Elsie Hagendorn.
Jacob Thomas Schultz.
Satori Marie Halby.
Nicholas Aaron Schultz.
Marin Catherine Halverson.
Alessandra Linnea Schutz.
Nicholas Brian Hammond.
Justin Michael Selk.
Jenica Denise May Hammock.
Jersey Ray Severson.
Tyler Kent Harth.
Madeline Rita Marie Severson.
Hunter James Haskamp.
Isaac Darrell Seward.
Annika Catherine Haug.
Troy Dennis Shattuck.
Danica Lee Haugen.
Laurel K. Siegel.
Owen Andrew Heinen.
Lacey Jean Sierra.
Kate Elizabeth Hennessy.
Cadence Jan Simon.
Quinn Margaret Hills.
Gabriella Neva Sorensen.
Thomas Irwin Henricks.
Nadia Renee Surya Newmiller.
Ava Morgan Jelly.
Will David Spencer.
JC Madeline Ann Holcomb.
Mary Sarah Jane Sprengler.
Kennedy Lee Hodgson.
Makaira Eugene Stye.
Logan Charles Holtz.
Ava Ray Staples.
Eloise Catherine Homelvig.
Emily Elizabeth Staples.
Addison Grace Hopper.
Hope Elizabeth Stark.
Addie Mae Hoven.
Nora Kate Steidel.
Linnea Catherine Hoven.
Ellen Jane Stein.
Logan Dale Hebner.
Landon Matthew Stennis.
Mason Joseph Hebner.
Caitlin Elizabeth Stoik.
Kingston Oscar Huntley.
Blake Michael Stuzzi.
Mackenzie Marie Huey.
Elizabeth Nicole Stika.
Zachary Allen Iverson.
Nicholas Osro Strauss.
Isabella Lynn Jacobs.
Gabriel John Harvey Strom.
Jocelyn Faith Jacobson.
Caden Christopher Swanson.
Dylan Ryan Jagger.
Kellen James Swanson.
Maxwell Thomas Jansen.
Kendall May Swenson.
Campbell Elizabeth Jensen.
Riley May Tabery.
Adeline Grace Johnson.
Landon John Tatro.
Aiden Scott Johnson.
Coley Joe Tice.
Annalise Lida Johnson.
Nicholas Ty Phelan.
Emily Ann Johnson.
Briley Elizabeth Thompson.
Hannah Mary Johnson.
Skylar Jean Thorson.
Ian Matthew Johnson.
Logan Jeffrey Tim.
Nolan Todd Johnson.
Jace Michael Tucker.
Ava Lin Shin Rong Jones.
Joliana Ray Tung.
Bo Lewis J. Jones.
Christian Ray Ernest.
Serenity Tiana Jones.
Jack Thomas Van Bruggen.
Braxton Kennedy Ray Julian Morrow.
Caleb Van Wert.
Brooklyn Elizabeth Jurchenko.
Tate Frederick Wagner.
Ethan Richard Justice.
William Oakley Wagner.
Samuel Glenn Kalina.
Amaya Rose Waldorf.
Sydney Ryan Kalina.
Bennett Aaron Waldorf.
Elijah Anthony Kamrowski.
Abby Marie Walls.
Madison Lucille Kane.
Cody Lee Wiebeck.
Kyler Dale Kavanaugh.
Ava Jo Weber.
Lucy May Kiefer.
Will Thomas Wybe.
Miranda Jean Kimmis.
Emily Grace Work.
Jacob Allen Klespies.
Tanner Jeffrey White.
Spencer Eugene Kleindl.
Michaela Joe Wilkie Rademacher.
Ava Jane Klimick.
Griffin Joseph Wimmer.
Easton James Klimick.
Jackson Daniel Worth.
Evan John Klimick.
Samuel Leo Wiseman.
Danica Ruby Klug.
Mason Tanner Witt.
Elijah Daniel James Napper.
Talon Zachary Witt.
Peyton Christina Kaur.
Kendra Joelle Wolf.
Camden Bailey Costers.
Maddie Marcella Wright.
Colton Joseph Kraft.
Evan Douglas Zabel.
Jeffrey Donald Davis Krantz.
Auden Kai Zeller.
Kendra Edith Kunau.
Ning Zheng.
Mari Estelle Kavit.
Kaden Nicole Zimmerman.
Kennison Jelaine Lambrecht.
Meadow Marie Zimple. Olivia Ann Zollner.
Good evening, families, friends, colleagues, and most importantly, the incredible class of 2026. Standing here tonight, I'm feeling a bit of a double whammy. To most of you, I'm Granny, the guy who spent the last few years trying to convince you that supply and demand curves are thrilling, and that compound interest is the closest thing to real magic we have on earth. But to some of you, I've been a teacher, a coach, an advisor, a family friend, and even to one of you, Dad. Because of that, my connection to this graduating class is deeply personal. I haven't just watched you grow up over the last 4 years of high school. I've watched many of you grow up from the very beginning. I remember the chaotic birthday parties, the youth sports leagues where everyone just ran around in a giant clump, and the days when your biggest financial investment was trading a juice box for a bag of chips at lunch. I watched up close and afar as you won championships, suffered losses, prepared for prom, or just hung out. Now look at you. You are adults ready to take on the world. As your economics and personal finance teacher, it is physically impossible for me not to give a speech without throwing a little data your way. So here's your final lesson. In economics, we talk a lot about scarcity, the idea that resources are limited, so we have to make choices. Up until now, your time has been largely structured for you. Tomorrow, that changes. Time becomes your most scarce and valuable asset. How you choose to spend it and who you choose to spend it with will yield the greatest returns of all of your life. We also talk about costs. Money or time that has already been spent and cannot be recovered. Class of 2026, if you find yourself down a path that doesn't fulfill you, or in a room where you aren't valued, do not stay just because you put time into it. The past is a sunk cost. Cut your losses, pivot, and reinvest yourself. Finally, let's talk about compound interest. In finance, a small amount of money saved consistently over time grows into a fortune. Life works the exact same way. The small daily deposits you make starting tomorrow. Show up with kindness, working hard when no one is watching, being a reliable friend, those things compound. 10 years from now, you'll be amazed at the wealth of character, success, and love you have accumulated. To my own, and to all the sons and daughters sitting before me, we are so incredibly proud of you. You are the ultimate return on investment. Class of 2026, the market of life is open, and your potential is limitless. Go out there, take some smart risks, and build a life of love. Congratulations.
Okay, I'm going to try and make this short and sweet. A couple notes I want to make before we do the tassel turning. First one's for you graduates. Please make sure you grab your diploma before you leave here. Okay, so we're going to celebrate, and then you'll be in a rush, and I'm sure you got photos and dinner and all that good stuff. But your diplomas are going to be located at the north end of the Commons or cafeteria by the Performing Arts Center. So please make sure you grab your diploma before you leave. And then second thing I want to make note of is for the people in the stands, community members, family members, friends. All I ask is that you please remain in the stands or in your seat before every single graduate leaves. Okay, so just please stay standing at your spot until everyone leaves, and then you can follow suit. Hey, it's my honor to be here and to be the one that gets to kind of send y'all off. The turning of your tassel it signifies and represents y'all transitioning from students to graduates. And so if you're willing and able, students, I'm going to ask you to please rise. I like things to be organized, so we're gonna do this on a count of 3. Okay, so when I'm going to count down, when I get to 0 or after 1, you're going to turn your tassel from the right to the left, and then feel free to celebrate as well. Ready? 3, 2, 1.